Good morning, friends. In last session, we have discussed about dispersion, in which we have discussed the definition that splitting of light into its color is known as dispersion of light. In this session, we will discuss about our eye and the mechanism that by which we can see the things. So, as we have studied, as we have discussed in the starting of the chapter, we see things only when light coming from them enters our eyes. Okay, so if the thing is not the source of light, then it must reflect the light. Okay, so if the light coming from the things, okay, or reflecting from the things, then and then only, okay, and if the reflected rays enters to our eyes, then only we can see the thing. Eye is one of the most important sense organs. It is therefore important to understand its structure and working. The eye has a roughly spherical shape. Okay, we cannot say that absolute spherical shape, but roughly spherical shape we can say. The outer coat of the eye is white. It is tough so that it can protect the interior of the eye from accidents. You can observe sometimes you accidentally you can your eye is getting hurt. Okay, so this white part protecting it, protecting our interior of the eye. Its transparent front part is called cornea. Behind the cornea, see this part is given to you, given in your figure. Okay, in this figure 16.14, this cornea is given. Okay, this part outside the eye. Okay, this white part. So behind the cornea, okay, or simply inside the eye, we find a dark muscle structure called iris. Okay, this type of dark muscle. This here they have indicated with the blue color. Okay. So dark muscular structure called iris. In the iris, there is a small opening called the pupil. Is controlled by the There is a small opening called the pupil. The size of the pupil is controlled by the iris. The iris is that part of eye which gives it its distinctive color. Okay, by this iris we can say it is the part of the eye which gives it distinctive color. Okay, simply different colors we can say. Okay, when we say that a person has green eyes, we refer actually to the color of the iris only. Okay, someone get green, someone have blue eyes. Okay, so these are the this is the iris is the reason for that one. The iris controls the amount of light entering into the eye. Let's see how. Okay, this iris controls the light entering into the eye. So to understand this control, you are given an activity 16 point. Look into your friend's eye, observe the size of the pupil, throw light on her eye with a torch. Okay, as the whenever you visit the hospital, the doctor checks you. Okay, or simply observe you. Okay, with the help of torch, like that one. Observe the pupil now. Switch off the torch and observe her pupil once again. Do you notice any change in the size of the pupil? In which case was the pupil larger? Why do you think it was so? In which case do you need to allow more light in the eye when the light is dim or bright? Okay, simply right now we can say it is medium light. But if you will apply some torch to the eye, okay, then it must be brightest. Okay, so with the help of this one, you can say you can just easily observe the reason you are given here. Okay, how this iris controls the amount of light entering into the eye. And see, observe here you are given a question for this activity 16.8 that for this activity never use a laser torch. Okay, that laser torch having a red dot we can say, okay, or simply red path. Okay, so you are just not allowed to use that one because it's very harmful to our eye. So behind the pupil of the eye is a lens which is thicker in the center. What kind of lens is thicker at the center? You already studied this thing, okay, in previous standards. So recall what you learn about lenses in class 7. The lens focuses light on the back of the eye on a layer called retina. This is quite important definition to you. The retina contains several nerve cells. Yes, see this thing you can see in this figure also. Okay, in this figure 16.40. These are the nerve cells here at the back side we can see. Sensation felt by the nerve cells are then transmitted to the brain through the optic nerve. This one, optic nerve. There are two kind of cells. Cones, which are sensitive to bright light, and rods, which are sensitive to dim light. Cones sense color at the junction of the optic nerve and the retina. There are no sensory cells, so no vision is possible at that spot. This is called blind spot. Okay, cone senses color. Two types of cell are there. Okay, one is cones and second one is rods. Cones sense color at the junction of the optic nerve and the retina. There are no sensory cells, so no vision is possible at that spot. This is called the blind spot. Its existence can be demonstrated as follows. This activity 16.9 will help you to understand that one. But we will discuss this thing in the next session. Okay, about this blind spot and activity 16.10 also you are given. And this cares of the eyes we will discuss in next session. That's it for today. Thank you very much and have a nice day to all of you.